All right. So you can figure those out easily. Okay. Now I got about 30 minutes. Oh, let's ask another question. And I would have actually wondered this question when I was younger and decided to have kids that would go to college. I'm 20 years old. I got about 20 grand left to by my Mima, and I believe I can save about $300 a month for the next 40 years or for the next foreseeable time. I can earn 8% return, but I'm being a current Homo sapiens economicus. As soon as I hit a certain amount of money, I'm going to say, okay, hasta la vista, baby. I'm going to a little island in the Caribbean where margaritas are good and cheap, and hopefully it's miracles are going to like me. So, how old am I going to be when I reach that target? Let's call it $2 million. $2 million goes a long way in a little island in the Caribbean, especially the lower Antilles. And those are the islands like the Aruba, the Guadeloupe, and the ones that are closer to Venezuela, the upper Antilles are around Cuba and stuff. All right, now I know my target. First of all, am I dealing with a present value issue or future value? Future, because I want $2 million in the future. I don't know when that future is yet, but that's besides the point. So first things first, make this into a future value problem. And what I don't know is going to be time in years. All right, my future value target is 2 million. Let me see. Of course, if that's the interest rate, it's going to take you a while, but I'm going to earn 8%. So in 41.64 years, if I can save $500 a month, I'm going to move to Aruba or Guadeloupe or whichever one you like. Technically, I would go to the island of St. Helena. It's a group of 3 islands. The closest land is about 3,000 miles. In the old days, Portuguese traders used to use those islands for stocking purposes. They in fact left goats into those islands so that next trip they had a lot of goats they could use. The entire population of Ireland is, I think, about 2,000. No cars are allowed. But that's a little bit old. I don't want to be 61, okay? Margaritas may be a little bit too strong at that age. Either I'm going to reduce my target. Okay, if I want $1 million, that's going to take me now 33, 39. Alternatively, maybe I need to take a little bit more risk. How about 12%? Oh, that's more like it. Again, based on historical records, 12% on inflation-adjusted terms is the return you can get on small-cap stocks. They're much riskier, but the basic rule in finance, the riskier is the endeavor, the higher is the expected return. That doesn't mean on a given year that's going to happen, but statistically speaking, it is more likely to happen. See, we solve very complicated problems. Again, solving this problem would involve natural logarithms and stuff. Not that difficult, but it may allow you to make mistakes. Now you're going to do a complicated problem, and they'll say, okay, we're done for today. This is a true retirement planning problem. I do a more complicated version of this in my upper level finance classes, because there are also things called growing annuities. But for this one, it is simple. Okay, I am 20, plan to work 40 years and retire at 60. I already have $50,000 in my IRA. Let's call this Roth. In my retirement account. I'm not going to get into details of tax treatments at this point. In fact, at any point in this class. Retirement account. I believe I can earn 10% a year on inflation adjusted terms. While I'm saving. Once I retire, I don't want to take too much risk. And earn 4% a year. Again, inflation adjusted terms. I want to collect $5,000 a month for 25 years, and at age 85 I want a balance of $2 million in my retirement account. How much do I need to save every month for the first 40 years? Now, this is actually a rather complicated problem. I am a client, I go to my financial planner and I tell them what I want. I'm going to retire at 60. I'm going to collect that kind of monthly pension every month for 25 years. And at the end of that, I still want $2 million in my account. Either A, if I haven't died yet, it would be nice to have $2 million, or I'm going to leave it to my grandkids, right? Whatever my motivations are, client is always right. When you're a financial planner, that's what they want to do. Don't ever tell them that's not smart. The question is, how much do I need to save? We can solve this problem algebraically. It's not that complicated. Depending upon your handwriting, it would take about a page or 2 pages of algebra. I'm a whiz with algebra. I can probably do it without any error. But actually coding that into Excel, I'm a lot more likely to make a mistake. So I gotta worry about order of operations. Did I get the signs right? Are the parentheses okay? Or I may divide the task into little pieces and put them together. But it's a lot of effort. But we got Thor's hammer here, okay? And I'm gonna show you that I can solve this problem with 2 swings of Thor's hammer. And I'm gonna basically use the age-old mathematical principle. When you have a problem, convert that problem into things you know how to do. As of this course, you know basically three things. If I gave you all the inputs, you know how to calculate a future value of an annuity that may or may not have a starting value. And you also know how to calculate present value of an annuity that may or may not have a balloon payment. You also know if I tell you what the future or present, you know how to figure out one of the inputs given all the numbers. Those are the things we know. I'm going to assume you don't know anything else.